What's good, YouTube? It's Ray Jarrell. So in today's video, I want to go over this gun empty Trey stack mini scheme in Madden 23. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So I am in the running gun offensive playbook. Again, I'm in the running gun offensive playbook. Now for this video, I'm gonna be doing current gen. So my next gen people, y'all just have to hold on for a little bit because I want to help out my current gen. Now, if you guys watched my last video I uploaded, I actually did talk about pistol trips. So I wanted to kind of give another formation inside the running gun in case you really like the playbook, because they do have a lot of great formations inside of this playbook. So first thing I do want to say is that this is pretty much going to be destroying match coverage, but I also am going to show you some nice little dots that it can actually dot up as far as regular zone coverage. So I wanted to make this primarily for those guys who might struggle against match coverage or struggle against, you know, your typical zone coverages. So this also, everything I show you is going to be able to work against man coverage as well, but I'm not going to focus on man coverage. But I may just quickly run through it, but the plan is primarily match coverage, okay? So what we're going to do is first we're going to kind of look through the packages. I just want you to kind of be aware what they have. So they have this thing where it says wide receiver 3 stack. They also have tight end flip, halfback stack. So if you have good halfbacks, basically, if you want a receiver to go where our tight end is, number 88, you can get that. But I'm not going to be utilizing it, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention in case maybe you want to. So if you just didn't like having 2 tight ends in, because it is a 2 tight end style personnel set. So notice we have, you know, our second tight end here, then we have our first string tight end here. So if you don't like having that, you definitely don't. And again, you can go wide receiver 3 stack, and I'm going to put your running back in where the tight end is. So you have options, okay? I'm not gonna play around with it, but I'm just letting you know that you have options. All right, so anyways, I only want to talk about 2 plays, but even though I'm talking about 2 plays, there's still a lot of great plays inside of this one. So I'm be talking about curl switch, and I'm gonna be talking about this bench corner play. So those are the 2 that I am going to break down. Actually, smash seams and bench corner is the ones. Let me see. Yeah, smash seams and bench corner. So those are the 2 plays that we're going to take a look at in today's videos. And also, well, technically 3, because we're going to do curl switch, smash seams, and bench corner, most likely. So let's go ahead and get into it, because I get jumbled up with my setups and I don't remember which plays are what until I actually get going and actually start doing it. So it may be 2, it may be 3. It just depends. I've been playing around with all those type of plays, so I'm eager to bring them to you guys. So I'm being dime normal, and the reason why is because it's a 4-down lineman front defense, which is you're going to see a lot when you play online. And also it does have all the match coverage we want, and we have cover 3 and cover 2. So we're going to take a look at cover 4 quarters, cover 6, cover 4 palms, cover 3, and cover 2 in today's video, just to show you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out in cover 4 quarters because I have palms inside of my audible list already. So we're going to come out in cover 4 quarters. All right, when you run this offense, it doesn't, most of the time you want your 3 receivers to the wide side, but I primarily really like having this offense in the middle of the field because there are plays where we can attack this left side and there are plays we can attack this right side. So it's really helpful to have it in the middle, but it's not necessary, okay? Now, first and foremost, we're going to go straight down the line. We're going to talk about cover 3. I want to show you the setup versus cover 3, and then I'm going to show you why I like it versus match coverage. So for cover 3, what we're going to do is we're going to motion this guy out, and then we're going to take triangle. We're going to put him on a streak. We're going to take X, put him on a zig. We're going to take R1, put him on a slant, and then we're going to run it just like this. And remember, you can have somebody else here, and you can have somebody else here, okay? So don't worry about those. I just didn't want to take the time to do it, but you definitely can. You can definitely get other people there. But anyways, this setup right here is going to beat every single coverage, well, match coverage, well, every single coverage other than cover 2, but I have a special cover 2 setup that I really like. So X is a lot of times going to get open, but your read right there is going to be square. I love hitting that right there in that little gap, and it's going to get open a lot more than you think, especially against a user, because what's going to happen a lot of times is if they don't play maybe a hard flat, or if they don't put their purple where it's supposed to be, you'll actually have this throw open right out the gate, and you can hit that every single time. And what that do is you'll force your user to have to want to worry about this. And this play is designed to keep the user somewhere up in this area, somewhere. That's what this play designs for, because what we do is when we keep them down low, we can hit them up top, because the safety is going to have to get held because of our streak. Because of where this streak is on the field, is going to hold that safety. Now, I do want to run this play one more time versus cover 3, but I want to show you the safety in case, like, because not all the time the safety is going to be here. Most of the time, your cover 3 shells, you'll see the safety is normally going to be directly in the middle. And we'll kind of simulate a true cover 3 style just so you can see that yourself. This is normally, some formations are shown this clear for cover 3, some of them don't. But I want you to be able to see all of them. So again, that setup is motion square out. Put triangle on a streak. We're going to take X, put them on a zig, R1 on slant. And that is all that we have to do. So again, I just wanted to show you this so you can see no matter where that streak is. Actually, of course, right there, I could have threw it a tad bit earlier, but it's all about timing, and I would suggest please go on practice mode, kind of test out the timing. And again, this is not just a cover 3 beater by any means. I just love this versus every single match coverage because you can, beat every match. But if they happen to play cover 3 or they happen to play, something else, this even kill man coverage. If they happen to play man, this will destroy it. But you tell this gap is wide open. It's going to be that way because this safety is taught to auto lock onto the streak because it is close enough to his area. So that's why he kind of turns and runs with it. And you could throw this ball right now if you want to. You can literally throw this ball right now. Notice how I threw it a tad bit too late. Notice how I'm just now throwing it. That's a little bit too late. So I could throw this ball right here if I want to. And then I'll be able to get a nice little possession catch up in here instead of, throwing it and it going all the way over there, So that's just what I'm saying, that, you have options. And of course, you see this zig route still going to be wide open. So you can take this all day and night if you want to. And this is designed, like I said, to hold the user somewhere in the middle, okay? So moving forward, because you guys know I have a problem of over talking. So with cover 2, you actually can create a one-play touchdown for cover 2. All you need to do, what I like to do is I like to take triangle, put them on an out route, smart route it to 10 yards, take circle, go ahead and throw them on a comeback, and I like to take R1 and put them on an in route and then smart route his. So this is a simple concept. So you're going to read between X. X is always going to be open unless the user guard it. And then we're going to come over the top and read square. Did I put? Okay, I did. So look, X, and then you're going to wait on square, and then you're going to tell that safety moves. And when that safety moves, you want to pass lead it straight. So literally straight. You don't want to lean it anywhere. Just pass lead it straight up the field. So just quickly, I wanted to show you this. So look at X. This is going to be open every time because of this route concept by these two. Is going to force that vertical hook to play back. Unless they zone drop him to 5 or 0, then they'll stay right here. But nobody's doing that, to be honest with you. It just doesn't make sense on Madden to do it. But anyway, you see right, you can have that dot all day and night. And a lot of times, if the user's on him, a lot of times they'll come and jump this route right here, or they'll just ride this route. You can just throw this, or if they're on this side, they'll do exactly what he's doing. They'll kind of hover on this little route right here. And then by that time, they'll try to climb up. And if they are too slow, you'll be able to split them for the one-play touchdown. So really, really love that versus cover 2. So moving forward, let's just talk about cover 4 quarters because that is what it's on now is cover 4 quarters. Now, cover 4 quarters, we're going to have a one-play touchdown against, well, potential. I say potential just because it all depends on, is this? Yeah, I forget my setup sometimes. But it all depends on personnel, to be honest with you, and it depends on who they have guarding your receiver right here because you're creating a one-on-one between this receiver and the cornerback. So if I was in a game, you'd want to put your fastest receiver, your number 1 receiver here. So I would put Tyreek Hill, but I'm not doing it right now because you guys are going to think that it's just because Tyreek Hill is at 99 overall that he's able to get that kind of separation. So that's why I wanted to, put the second best on the Dolphins just to show you that. It's not about that. Did I mess up the setup? But you can still throw it over him, but I think I messed the setup up, actually. Oh yeah. I think let me see. Because, like I said, I've been playing around with setup so much that I don't want to give you guys something that I didn't mean to. So, motion them out, triangle on a streak, X on a zig, R1 on a slant. And then, like I said, for cover 4 quarters, it's going to just be literally a one-on-one. There it goes. I think I messed up the setup, but that's what it's supposed to look like. And it's going to be a one-on-one. So make sure that you understand that it's, even though it is a beater, it's going to be, is this person better than this person? That's what it comes down to. And I'll show you press 2 as well. But the reason why I like this setup is because what's going to happen versus cover 4 quarters, there's a miscommunication between these two. And you get this zig route wide open every single time. And this slant is good because for some reason, EA has it to where this slant route is going to occupy this third when it's quarters. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. It's really because it's probably ran deep enough to attract his attention. but that's as far as I can tell you why, because there's really no reason that should happen. But we take advantage of it, and we have a one-on-one matchup with right here. So that's where I was telling you, this is where, you know, your best players matter. So we'll go ahead and press and show you press, and I'm gonna speed up this video a little bit because I know I still got 2 other plays to show you. But I like taking my time and showing you guys, so I can make sure I show you right. So again, X on the zig, R1 on the slant, and then we're going to be straight just like that. And again, I can't tell you why R1 does that, but anyways, look at this time. So when we press this time, he actually is going to be a little bit on it a lot. Well, he's going to be on it a lot better, but because it's current gen, you actually still can have that open. I know you think real that's not open, but current gen, that's actually open, surprisingly. I'll tell you how to throw it here in a second. So when you notice on current gen that they're running in front of him like this, stride for stride, if you just wait for him to get even, so notice how now he start to, because they start to stack. They do a lot of stacking on current gen, where they just try to run in front of him. That's what I mean by stacking. They run in front, so what happens is when they run in front, you actually can pass lead this ball down low, and you know, you really want to hold this analog stick way, you know, down here, about down here when you throw it. And what happens is he'll turn, and then you'll be able to possession catch it, and that's normally what it looks like. Now if you're playing against an extremely good user, they can click on and cut in front of you, but that's extremely good. A lot of times people will click on and try to you know, swat it or something, or just try to pick it, and if they do it wrong, you'll still be able to catch it. But anyways, I'm just showing you that you create yourself a nice one-on-one with that. So cover 4 palms is next. So let's go ahead and look at cover 4 palms, and I can show you exactly how it looks. So again, motion them out. Triangle on the streak, X on the zig, R1 on the slant, and then we're gonna go ahead and you know, show you what cover 4 palms look like. So again, cover 4 palms, notice how he's gonna just, you know, get a little bit more wide open than quarters. So also I do have a quarters beater I want to give you too, so don't worry about quarters. But palms, you can tell you're normally gonna be able to run away from those palms. Now cover 6, if somebody's, you know, weird enough to try to run cover 6, I love this play because we're just going to have 1 play touchdown against cover 6 literally every single time. And also one thing I do want to show you with palms while I'm thinking about it is with palms, they actually play the zig route correctly, but you can still throw it as long as you have a decent route runner here, and as long as you have a good matchup. But also, if you have a good matchup too, you can throw this in route, because in routes are designed to beat man coverage. So just don't think that this is your only read, is what I'm trying to tell you. That it's just the read that you want to look for, but it's not your only read. Now, cover 6, we're actually going to have a 1 play touchdown against cover 6. Like, it's just dummy wide open. Like, you know, I mean, it's just stealing the touchdown. It's going to work that way every single time. So if somebody runs cover 6, you run this setup, and you're going to, you know, they have no choice but to give it up. You know, they will quickly get out of that. But anyways, that's all that I like out of this. And again, you can run the same setup versus man coverage. It's going to work just as well. Now, smash seam is another play. So I love this versus cover 4 quarters. So that's what I'm going to show you. It doesn't work that well against the other match coverages, but a setup that I like to do is you can just take circle, literally just throw them on a smoke screen, square on the slant, and this slant is just to hold the user. So most of the time the user is going to be on a 3-rec right here. So what's going to happen is I'm actually going to use it a 3-rec. Okay, so what's going to happen is a lot of times they're going to come here, and then they might come off and bite on the slant, and if they don't, then well, if they bite on that slant just a little bit, we'll have a 1 play touchdown. And this is good against your aggressive quarter style. So a lot of times what'll happen here is that they'll actually come down and try to shoot and play the slant. So you know, you have a chance to bust their quarters right here. So just keep that in mind. Also, there is another play we can do this out of too. We can do the same thing out of fade smash. So this is just against quarters. And again, quarters, I don't know why people run quarters. It's just not the best. So what we can do is actually take R1, put them on the in route. We can smart route as in route. And technically, you can run it just like this and bust cover 4 quarters for a 1 play touchdown. I'll show you that here. So it just depends on where you're going. Oh, no, my bad. Wrong person. Wrong thing. So keep that play in mind. I was thinking about the wrong play. So cover 4 quarters, we actually can bust it for a 1 play touchdown out of this. We still use fade smash, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna motion them out. We're gonna put square on a slant, and that's all we have to do in this slant. And what we're gonna read here is R1, because R1 is absolutely gonna just get wide open. So they're gonna do like a little miscommunication, and we'll be able to dot that up for a potential 1 play touchdown. I feel like I'm doing the wrong setup though. Hold on, let me see something real quick. So fade out. We're gonna motion them out, because like I said, I was playing around a lot of setups. I think I took triangle, put them on a streak. I have a nice streak, slant, and I think I hit circle. Let me see. It's one of these that just gets stupid wide open. Anyway, I don't really remember, but we're gonna move on. But use the ones I showed you. This is just part of me just trying to lab because I was in the lab for a while today, just cooking up stuff. But that's why I boiled it down to 2 plays because this formation is a little weird to try to bomb coverages. But anyways, what we're gonna do is move on to this play right here, bench corner. So with bench corner, my favorite setup is taking them, motion them in, take square, going smart route is route. Take circle, go ahead and put them on a streak, and either A, you can run like this, or B, you can take R and put them on a zig. Now, this zig route combination, I love this versus, also you want to take X and smart route them. So I love this setup versus anything that's not match coverage. So, you know, your cover 3, your cover 2s, which I'll show you here in a second. But match coverage, I just like to take them and put them on the in route versus match. So I'll show you this one right here versus your cover 3s, your cover 2, and stuff like that. So you can run this right here. So anyways, ideally, you want to have these 3 receivers to the wide side, but it's not necessary. But first and foremost, I'm just going to kind of let the routes develop and then just, you know, kind of buy some time and just slide out the pocket. I don't know why I didn't slide. I was just going to try to mess around. But anyways, we'll go on the replay real quick and I'll just show you about this. But so you can read either left or right side. So the left side versus anything like cover 3, cover 4, drop styles, it's going to be a little tougher. I only love this read versus match coverage. But what happens here is that this route right here, you can actually throw this route. You can throw this ball right here. You can tell how the corner kind of drifts off. That normally happens, and you'll be able to hit this dot right here on the sideline. The only way this gets covered is if they zone drop this guy right here, which a lot of times they won't. And if they do happen to zone drop, what'll happen is when this guy settles up right here, you can actually throw this ball because this guy will be somewhere up in here, if that makes sense. So this right side read, what happens here is that it's just simple, you know, nothing extravagant. It's just, you know, your flood concept where you're going to be able to hit this dot right here. So I love this play because what happens is a lot of times the user is going to be here and they may try to peel back just because of the route concepts we've been hitting them with. So they actually, a lot of times will let this route go. And they'll kind of just stay in the middle waiting on something to come in the middle, even though nothing's ran in the middle, you know. That's why I like playing the offense that I play, because that's normally how it works with route concepts that I have. So anyways, I do want to hit this cover 3 read for you. I'm a baseline too, because sometimes people will base a line. And the reason why they will is because they don't want their cornerback to be out of position. So again, smart route, X's route, circle on a streak. You can either zig R1 if it's versus zone coverage that's not match, or if it's match, just leave them on the in route, and you'll see why here in a second. But anyways, I just want to show you the square route that you can hit it. You just need to get a good pass lead, get a good possession catch, but you can hit it, okay? Now, next thing I want to talk about is versus match coverage, because I don't want to talk about cover 2 because I'd rather just bomb cover 2. It's not the best. I'll show it. Why not? It's not the best versus cover 2, but it's doable. So anyways, take them, motion them out, square on a smart route, squares out, smart route, X's route, circle on a streak, R1 on a zig. And like I said, I mean, it's okay, but you just have to make a good read. Now notice how square did get open, but again, it's nerve-wracking trying to make that read. So that's why I wouldn't prefer you to do it. There are better plays to attack cover 2. And that's kind of what I was showing you. Like I said, you can throw this. It's not that it just can't get open. It's just, it's a nerve-wracking read. I mean, you know, you could throw that, but I just, you know, it's not my cup of tea. That's why I was just telling you that. Now, right here, you'd want to put him on a fade instead of a streak, because a fade, he'd actually get bumped outside. He would work to go outside instead of letting himself get pressed inside. So that's just something you have to know if they play cover 2. But anyways, moving forward, like I said, this was supposed to be matched, but you guys know I try to give you guys a lot. So anyway, we're at cover 4 quarters right now. And again, I'm going to go ahead and show you why I said I like the in route versus match. So versus match, this square route is really money. That's really what you want to read. That's the only really read you want to make, just because of how, and also you want to drift in the pocket so you don't throw a pick. And I'll show you that here in a second. But let's go ahead and run it again, and I'll show you why I said you want to drift in the pocket. Simply because you want to make this throw, you want to give your receiver a chance. So normally I like to double team that lineman right there. And then when we double team, we'll drift this way, and then you want to throw that ball out there and then kind of do like a little swerve possession catch, and that's normally going to be the dot that you look for. So anyways, I love this because a lot of times what's going to happen here, you want to put them on the in route. I completely forgot, but regardless, you're going to have this throw right here. You'll be able to throw, but it's a little scary, so just be careful. And notice who's the one that's supposed to technically get matched up with him. It's actually the user. So notice that is a 3 rec right there by the user. So normally the user's going to go cover him, but normally it's going to look just like this, to be honest with you. Normally they're going to kind of get broke off, and they're going to see this, and then they're going to realize that he's matching, and they're going to try to come back and find something. A lot of times you can actually throw this dot late, but you get the idea. So next I want to show you cover 4 palms, just to kind of show you why I like it. So let's go to cover 4 palms. We're going to take him and motion him in. Smart route, squares route. Smart route, X's route, circle on a streak. And you can put R1 on the zig. It's really just up to you. You know, it's literally up to you. But palms are going to play X really well. And then square, we can still, you don't want to throw it that late. I was just reading the right side of the field. But we're going to replay, take a look at it. And yeah, so anyways, sometimes you can have this too. It depends on who you have running it. So I could have been throwing this route because you can get a nice little toe tap animation on the sideline because of how this route is ran. But I just love to hit this little read right here. So I will show you this in a second because that is something that you definitely can read. But also with this particular route concept, this zig route's going to get wide open. They're going to kind of combo this route right here. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why. The best thing I really don't know, because technically he's a quarter flat, so he should be playing flat first. But again, you have reads to make, you know, so that's just why I tell you guys, it just depends. So I'll look at cover 4 palms one more time, and then I'm gonna set it up for you. And I just want to show you that you can throw triangles route if you want to. It's just it just depends on you, you know. So again, you can, if you feel comfortable throwing that, you can get a nice little toe tap animation. You get about 5 yards or so, you know, a nice little quick out route. So also, I just want to take a look at this. So notice how this zig route as well is going to get wide open. So you have quick reads that you can make. So you don't have to just wait for this route to develop. I just like it just because it's a one-on-one, and he does actually get a little win animation a lot of times. So again, running at your discretion. Now this video's been way too long, so I'm probably about to go ahead and cut it short. And I'm mad I can't remember the cover 4 quarter setup. I'm pretty sure it was just square on a slant, and then that was it. I'm pretty sure it was something that just busted quarters wide open, and I can't remember which one it is. So that's it right there. That's what it was. So I hate when I do that. So my brain, like I said, I'm ADHD, so like a lot of times my brain is going a million miles an hour trying to just think of everything that I want to give you guys. So again, this is a cover 4 quarter specific. It's not going to do great against no other match. But if you know they're running cover 4 quarters, they have no choice but to give this up. So again, it's fade. The play is fade out, and you just take square, put them on a slant. And I like to take, yeah, it was fade out, right? See, that's where my brain gets mushed at, because I don't remember which one it was, because I was doing too many plays. Okay, not fade smash. It was actually smash seam. That's the one it is. Okay, so it's smash seam. Takes square, motion them out, put them on a slant, and then that's all you have to do. You can keep everything else the same, because what happens here is that the miscommunication is going to be between X and then square as far as the quarter safety. So just notice how they're going to just part ways, and then it's going to be wide open. So I knew I was tripping. I couldn't remember which one it was. I was going over all of them, so my bad about that. But I finally remembered. But anyways, you see, I want you to see what I'm talking about first though before I end the video. So this is normally going to be where your user is. So if you kind of notice, this slant is going to be right here. And what happens here is that if the user does not take this slant, then you're going to have this throw wide open. And I'm going to simulate that, since I'm already 20 something minutes in anyways. And if you're still here, that means you're really interested in this formation. So I got you, I got you. So we're going to take square, motion them out, put them on a slant. And again, this is all you have to do. But I'm going to simulate the user on this one, right? So this is pretty much your user. This is cover 4 quarters. And what happens here is a lot of times the user's going to come here and they may ride it, but if they do choose to ride it, look what happens. I just wanted you to see that. So like, if they were cover 4 quarters, I just wanted to show you just with your own eyes that they're going to give up the dot, okay? They have no choice. And again, this is seam smash, motion them out, put them on a slant. And again, this is simulating what the user is going to have to do. They're going to have to choose right now, do I want to give up a one-play touchdown, or do I want to give up a mega dot? And a lot of times they are just going to cover the one-play touchdowns, and you'll just have a mega dot because the quarter flat is going to match this in route. So just wanted to show you that. But anyways, I mentally couldn't let this video end without, you know, showing you guys what I was talking about originally. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you really want to run this formation, it's really fun to run. There are other plays that you can do to move the ball up and down the field that doesn't require big shot plays. So if you want an ebook on this, you know, hit me up on my you know, go to my website, go to my website, go to the ebook section, and you can actually request me to make you an ebook. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you have a blessed day.